Starving Palestinians have gathered in the area daily to receive packages from the United States and Israeli-backed Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, which the United Nations has condemned for its weaponization of aid. Bassam Abu Shar, who witnessed the Israeli attack at the aid site, told the AFP news agency that people had gathered overnight in the hope of receiving food. Around 1 a.m., they started shooting at us. The gunfire intensified with tanks, aircraft, and quadcopter bombs, he told the AFP by phone. Let's see what else we have here. This one's fun. What you know about the COVID variant that may cause razor blade sore throats? The COVID-19 variant that may be driving a recent rise in cases in some parts of the world has earned a nickname, quote, razor blade throat COVID. That's because the variant,
Bill, appreciate this up. Thank you.
NB181, or Nimbus, may cause painful sore throats. The symptom has been identified by doctors in the United Kingdom, India, and elsewhere, according to the media outlets in those countries. Other COVID-19 symptoms of any variant include fever, chills, cough, shortness of breath, and loss of smell or taste. Experts say this isn't a major cause for concern with the Nimbus virus, but here's what you need to know. The rise of cases. The new variant has reached nearly 11% of sequenced samples reported globally in mid-May. Airport screening in the United States detected a new variant in travelers arriving from those regions in destinations in California, Washington State, Virginia, and New York. You aren't likely to get sicker from this variant than others. COVID-19 vaccines are effective against the Nimbus virus, and that's what we need to know so far about that. Let's see. TikTok has been delayed once again in its ban. For the third time, Donald Trump has extended the deadline. President Trump signed an executive order to keep TikTok running in the United States for another 90 days to give his administration more time to broker a deal with the social media platform under American leadership. And of course, today is Juneteenth, and that means a well-rounded and reasonable, thoughtful, sensitive gesture from the United States. I'm just fucking kidding. Donald Trump posted today on Truth Social, appears to be a disdain for the holiday, making no sort of remarks celebrating it or any kind of official proclamation. I'll pull it up for you in just a moment here. The statement itself reads, "Too many non-working holidays in America. It is costing our country billions of dollars to keep all these businesses closed. The workers don't want it either. Soon we'll end up having a holiday for everyone's working." That's bad grammar. "Soon we'll be having a holiday for every once working day of the year. It must change if we're going to make America great again." This is his official Juneteenth message. Now, mind you, 5 years ago, Donald Trump killed Herman Cain in a rally scheduled for Juneteenth in Tulsa, Oklahoma, which he tried to take credit for scheduling said rally in Tulsa as the reason as to why people knew about Juneteenth and the Tulsa massacre. He claimed credit for that. This is why we say he doesn't fucking care about black people and is a racist. In fact, he walked straight up to Herman Cain and coughed in his mouth. It's true, I was there. I'm kidding. That's all the major news stories we have today. Did I miss anything? Tommy, you got anything?
No, I was just trying to get the YouTube back up over here because it's a disaster. So you do you.
Okay, well, that's what we've got. A pretty slow day, besides the world being on fire. But how's everybody else?
Pretty all right. I feel like I just chill out today. Today was a busy day.
Oh, was it?
It was a busy day.
Yeah. What'd you do?
Yeah, it was. Well, I had to do a bunch of editing and stuff and figure out workflow and everything, and then someone said existing, felt, and then the internet went out.
Yeah. Typical.
Yeah, it's been a whole.
Oh, yeah. We got icon in the box. Don't think this is a debate. Hello.
Greetings.
Hi.
Yeah, I just wanted to make a comment on your last thing when I was scrolling by. It said, "Convinced me to be a Republican."
No, that's not what it said.
Something like that, yeah.
There.
Convinced. Yeah, that's it. So, Back in rural Alabama in the 50s and 60s, they did a little experiment. They convinced the black folk that they had bad blood and
Who's
proceeded
they?
to inject them with syphilis. And this went on for over 3 decades. So once they find out that they
Who's
were
they?
injected with syphilis, it started coming down. The rural black folk in
No,
rural
you said
Alabama,
they.
1950,
You said they
1960s.
convinced
The
them.
Democrat Party.
Democratic Party. Can you name anybody?
Well, the Democratic Party at the time was in charge of the health, public health back then when they were doing their little scam on black folk. And not only that, so they
Are you
figured it
referring
out.
to
I'll
the
just
Tuskegee
finish.
experiment?
That's exactly right. Yeah.
Is that what you're doing? Yeah, that wasn't exclusive to Democrats. I hope you know that this was.
Yeah, that was 100%
no.
exclusive to Democrats.
Well,
Yeah.
no, but also
And
like
then,
there's a just a second, sir. There's a reason as to why you have to conflate things like Democrat with liberal, because those things are not synonymous. All right, and ultimately, what you'll find is that history would indicate those Southern Democrats were not liberal. They were staunchly conservative and racist. Santa,
Man,
if
oh,
you can
man.
stop with the jolly belly laugh. Democrat and liberal are not synonymous terms.
Well, it's
You can
just
be a
funny to hear
liberal
you
Republican.
guys justify.
Wait.
You'll
Do you
lie,
do you
you'll
want to acknowledge
justify.
that? Do you
You'll
want
even-
wait?
you'll
So
even-
were those
you'll
people
even,
liberals?
cover up the Tuskegee.
Fuck off. Were those people? Listen, my great grandfather was a Tuskegee airman. So you're not gonna argue with me about this, okay?
Just a question. Can you name a Republican at that time that was...
Well, and this went on for 3 decades. So once they figured out they had
Mhm.
syphilis, they had penicillin, which could have cured it, but they withheld the cure from them and continued to study them and the negative adverse effects that the syphilis had on them over the course of 30 years. So,
Okay.
I mean, this isn't just some one-off thing. This is 3 decades.
Okay, but that's
of
not a
what the
policy,
Democrats
nor
did.
was that. Democrats were not in office for 3 decades. You
They were in
understand
charge
that,
of the
right?
public health department and the ones who were doing
Not
the
for
studies.
3
That's-
decades. This experiment lasted over administrations of Democrats and Republicans. But these were not liberal Democrats. These were not leftists. That's why you're conflating that. In today's context, Republican cannot be associated with the term liberal. If we're referring to the 1960s Republicans, maybe so. That's not today's Republicans. Democrats of the 1960s were very much conservative. Case in point, they came from the South, as you indicated.
Yeah, I mean, well, Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama deported
Hillary
people.
Clinton. What
Yeah,
does that have to do with what we're saying here? Did you even
mean,
try
you
to
go back
acknowledge
to
what I
Hillary,
said?
he
Did you
sounds-
even try to?
she
Did I
sounds
even
worse
bring
than
up? Excuse
Donald
me.
Trump.
Did I even bring up Hillary Clinton or Barack Obama or deportations?
Well, we're just looking at. Let's go down.
we're just looking at that shit.
Let's go down the list.
You're not even trying. You're not even trying to.
Is this
For the
ferret?
last-
Wait,
It's not
Jaden, is this ferret head?
No,
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
It sounds like he's in a tin can. Is this ferret head?
No, he just wears one on his head.
Why is he quiet? Oh,
I muted him.
So, I mean, we could do 5 decades. Of
Okay, so
trying to
you're saying
convince
that
you
you're
of all
saying
the
that
they've
Republicans are you saying that Republicans have always been on the side of black people?
done. Literally, the Republican Party was formed in the 1880s in some little church, and what did they do? They freed slaves.
Okay. Did
That
you
was
ever
the-
hear
they were not-
Lincoln's statement on that?
that's-
He said,
know
if
you're
I
talking
could
for
save the
yourself.
Union without freeing a single slave, I would do so.
The Republican Party was developed in the 1880s. And they just
In the
took over some little church.
1880s? Yeah, you definitely know your
1880s,
history.
Crazy.
Because Lincoln was alive in the 1880s, right?
So, I mean,
was the Civil War?
Formed the Republican Party, and
When was the
and
Civil War?
It was their goal to free black slaves and give them equality.
Not really. But
That's
when was the Civil
original
War?
Republican Party.
When
And
was
that
the
checks
Civil
out
War?
100%.
So you said the 1880s.
Yeah, that's right. When they founded the Republican Party
Okay.
in the 1880s.
How much are you going to pay me when I prove you wrong?
Well, I don't know. You're going to go on Snopes or some crap,
No.
to wash
I'm just
it
looking
out.
up when was the Republican Party founded. You're off by about 30 years.
What was it?
March 20th, 1854.
Yeah, so close enough.
That's a 30-year difference. You know there's a profound difference between 1950 and 1980, right?
Right off the bat, what was their goal?
Opposing the Kansas-Nebraska Act,
Which
expanded slavery. But that wasn't my question to you. What was my question? Have Republicans always been on the side? Wait, but that's not a good enough argument, because you're talking about, first of all, you have to go back nearly 200 years to make the argument that Republicans are on the side of black people. What relevant argument can you make for today's Republicans? Because they are not the same people.
Well, yes,
Hell, it'd be hard to argue. That. Just a second. In fact, I'm going to stump you with this shit. I'm about to stump you hard as fuck with this next background, okay? Just bear with me. I'm going to load it up for you.
So
Just stop talking. Let me think. Let me think real quick. Let me think. Hey, I said stop talking. All right? Here. How do you answer for this?
I don't know. That's just there's nothing too.
What reason is there for Republicans to uphold our Confederate monuments in the state and flags and symbols and recognitions of Confederate generals?
Well, I mean, the point is, in the 1850s, this is the wrong.
I'm talking about now. Stop. I'm talking about now.
So let me ask you one question.
No, can you answer that? Can you answer that?
Join the Republican Party?
Why are you steamrolling my fucking question?
Because I'm trying to get you to be
admit that this isn't your fucking show, Santa. Now I asked you a question. What reason is there for today's Republicans to defend the Democratic Party of the 1860s if they're not the same ideology?
Well, because everything's being skewed. I mean, look at Hillary.
How is this skewed? What?
Was saying more
Don't bring up Hillary Clinton in the context of this. What does this have to do with Hillary Clinton? I'm asking, why did Donald Trump why did Donald Trump rename a military base after General Lee?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Generally speaking.
Robert E. Lee. I mean, you know a great deal about history, right?
No, I don't know about that. No.
You didn't know about that? He proudly proclaimed that he was renaming military bases after several Confederate generals in an address towards our cadets. Now, reason as to why is because Confederacy is synonymous with conservative. Slave freeing is synonymous with liberalism. You trying to conflate Democrats of nearly 200 years ago with today's context of liberalism falls flat on its face when you ignore all of the context surrounding that. Secondly, Republicans over the last 30-some years have apologized, including the vice chair of the Republican Party, officially stating an apology for the Southern strategy. If you understood what that was the Republicans' courting efforts over several decades to bring in the white South, away from the Democratic base. They didn't stop being racist. They were still racist. They just voted for Republicans then.
Yeah.
Hey, look, well, I know a lot of people could agree with this statement. You know, I was in the center.
Whatever you're about to say, no, they
won't.
won't.
Call me a far-right extremist, the left.
You probably are.
They've moved the goalpost from liberalism to conservative to left to right.
It's not a goalpost shift.
Far left that even if you're in the center, you're now far right. That's what's happening.
I don't know what you stand for.
You would have hated the radical Republicans for being too progressive. Because that, by the way, yeah. Like, for instance, do you believe in reparations?
Of course not.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the Republicans did when they started. You know, the Republicans were originally influenced by
It's
Karl
like,
Marx.
oh, it's like we're on stolen land. Are any of these people going to give back the land that are up on the stage saying, oh, we're on stolen land? Let's say our land acknowledgments. Are they going to give back land? Are they going to give back their house, their piece of property?
Is
No, they're
everything a
not.
red herring with you?
So they're liars. They're all liars. They've been liars since Kingdom Come.
Okay, so why should I trust you?
Because,
Why should I
mean,
trust today's Republicans?
Well,
I mean, we didn't even
trying
get
to
an
get you to
official.
that the original foundation. Of
We're
the
not talking
Republican
about
Party
the original
was about freeing
foundation.
slaves.
Do you understand that ideologies shift over time?
Be right back.
I do, but would you?
Then
have
why
joined
should
the
I
Republicans
argue?
back in the
Why
80s?
should I argue in favor of a Republican Party that does not exist? Today's Republicans are not for the liberation of black people. They are not for abolishing any forms of slavery. They are not for reparations. And you're
Because,
asking me to take solace in a party that has long since abandoned those beliefs.
Well, because the world's so screwed up now that in your heart that the original foundation of the Republican
We
Party
aren't talking about
on
200 years ago. What can't you get about that? Today's Republicans are in favor of stop and frisk, of indemnifying the police. The president couldn't even bring himself to acknowledge Juneteenth today. And you're saying that I need to give them kudos for a position that they held nearly 200 years ago.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, then you're fucking stupid. Listen, Santa, stick to fucking making toys and eating milk and cookies, okay? You're not making any goddamn sense.
because you guys just keep going so far left.
You
Then
keep
even
going
the
so
Democrats-
far back. It's like you've got a fucking flux capacitor up your ass. Stay in the present. Today's Republicans are not the Republicans of the 1800s.
And I'll agree with that 100%.
Then why are you Get the fuck out of my show. Fuck off. Ugh. Christ. The flux capacitor up the ass joke. that was pretty funny. Now that I think about it. Corey? That's not joining. Okay. Katie Marie. Okay, nobody's connecting. If you guys would like to hop on in, the box is fully open. We have a Venmo Cash App in the bio. It is Juneteenth. Okay, and support Black Girls Code. Program designed to influence black youth, particularly black women and women of color, in the field of STEM, technology, engineering, software development. Those are the jobs of the future, and these are the people that are going to work them. Let's see who we have in here. You're despicable. Yellow, hello.
Yo.
Hey.
How you doing, bro?
Could be better. Where you from, Scotland?
Yeah, man, yeah.
All right, what's up?
I'm just popping in to say hello, mate.
Oh, okay, well, thank you.
Yeah, bye-bye.
All right,
you.
take care.
Love you.
Oh, I love you too.
Yeah. See you later, man.
All right. I knew you liked me. Who do I have to thank? Probably missed out. Oh, yeah, I thank Caroline. Victoria, thank you for the 25 for Black Girls Code. Thank you very much. Mary Jane, thank you for the 10. Troy Evans, thank you for the 10. I'm thinking, should I go out to a drag show tonight? Stretch my legs. I think I've earned it. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, we have people in the box. All right. Chef Black Boyardee.
Jaden, dude.
Chef.
How you guys doing? I'm a
Quite
friendly.
alright.
I don't take up any of your time. I want to say you guys are awesome. I love your work. Jaden, have you ever seen Silicon Valley? Because you sound just like
I
Guilfoyle.
get that a lot.
I'm sure you do. I wanted to tell you that for about a year now, man. I'm glad I finally hopped on. But you guys are great. Keep rocking.
All right, thank you, Chef. Take care. That reminds me, Chef Boy, we were talking about that on Tommy's show the other day. Shit's mid. Okay, you get some pasty ass tomato water and rings, and back when you were a kid, this was like, this is exquisite shit. Today you dump that shit in a bowl, and first off, the bowl is ruined from the residue. You can have an orange bowl permanently, but two, it's just not good. It's too much fucking sugar, no flavor. It's all rubbery, and like I don't like that shit. Terrible. Mid is generous. I don't know. Did they change their recipe or some shit? But Chef Boyardee is just ass, and the sample sizes are awful. I have to buy like 3 of them just to fill up my my stomach. But you guys remember that commercial when the girl, she's like, "Hey, Mom, can we get some Chef Boyardee?" And she's like, "No." And then the can gets possessed and rolls out the store and down the street and down the road and in the dog shit. And all that, it gets off the bus and stuff and up the steps and in the door somehow, in the dog door and on the floor and shit. And then the mom's like, "What do you want for dinner?" That shit's nasty, all right? Never mind the fact that that can is dented as fuck and contaminated and shit. It's just, why would you want to eat that after all it's been through? It's just, it's pretty fucking gross. It doesn't make me want to eat it. It makes me want to avoid it like the plague. Shit's gonna follow me home. And does that count as theft if the food assaults you, stalks you? Because they didn't pay for it. Kind of just left. But like, if food started showing up at my house, I would not eat. I would not fucking eat that shit. Let's see what we have in the old cupboard. SpaghettiOs. The fuck? I didn't buy this. Jaden, breathe. It ain't that deep. It's called a joke. Okay? Let's chill out. We have fun here. I open up the door. What the fuck? Oh, SpaghettiOs. I wasn't expecting you today. No, I already ate. Sorry. Stop looking at me with that smiley face of yours. Yeah, I'm gonna go back inside, SpaghettiOs, okay? You go back to the store now. Bye. Food starts stalking you, It's scary shit. Ravioli, we talked about this. You said you weren't going to show up anymore. Do we have anybody else in the box? Anybody who wants to debate? We have 1,000 people in here. I appreciate the donations, but we are looking for a debate as well. Oh, who's this? Sina.
All right. Hello.
How old are you?
18.
18.
I mean, I didn't know what the age limit had to be, so.
It's 18, but you know your age. You don't have to think about it.
Well, I didn't know. I didn't want to say the
When you
wrong
born?
age. And then,
Well, when were you
what
born?
do you mean? What?
When were you born?
That's private information.
It's not. If you're 18, you could tell me your birthday.
I don't give my private information out.
I don't give a shit. It's not private. Your birthday's public. When were you born? You have
How is it
3
public?
seconds.
Nobody
You
knows
have
it.
3 seconds to answer. All right. See? You're not 18, little bitch. Christ. You fucking count on your fingers. Damn. 2025 minus 18. 4, 3, 2, 1. You get 2007. Oh, who's this? Alrighty. Oh, this will be fun. It's private information. Katie, you gonna connect?
Oh, hello.
Hiya.
Hi.
What's up? How's it going?
It's going.
Yeah, I feel that, you know.
Um,
Certainly is a Juneteenth to remember. Can't even get the president to acknowledge it. Like, isn't that fucked up?
I went to the
The
beach
answer's
today,
yes. What?
so like, I don't know. I said I went to the beach today, so
Okay, well, good for
seems
you.
like a way to enjoy the day.
All right.
So I was gonna say, you said convince you to be a Republican, but I think both sides are corrupt. So I don't think you should be either. Neither
More
side
to it.
cares. Oh, a black Republican.
There
Okay,
you go.
well, I don't think
All
you
right.
should be either.
Okay,
I
well,
don't think you
why?
should be either side.
Convince me
I
to
think they both
be.
suck
Convince me to
because
be
they
a
both suck.
non-voter. Okay, well, that's not a. That doesn't tell me anything.
No, you could be a voter, but
Vote
like
third
I
party?
think you should. More people should. No, I think most people should wake up to the fact that the government doesn't really care about us, and we're all expendable or disposable to them, and
Okay. How
they
do I
really
vote
all
then?
don't care about us.
So how should I vote?
Neither side has their.
I got that. You don't believe either
I
side is
think
out
you
for our
should
best
work
interests.
to.
Okay, who should I vote for?
I think you should advocate. I think you should start a movement we should all work together to advocate, be able to have a third party candidate that could actually possibly win. And we need to get away from the two-party system because I think they both suck.
What reasons would you have to
And
believe
they're
that a
both
third party
corrupt. I think
candidate
there's
would look out for our best interest? Are you driving?
I mean, it happened in 1776 when it happened in no, I'm at the beach. So it happened in 1776 when we fought
We
for our
didn't have an
independence
election.
from Britain.
We didn't have an
So
election. I'm
if
talking
we all
about.
united, they want us.
Lady,
They
we didn't
want
have
us
an
to.
election in
I know, but we
1776.
all united. Like they want us.
The fuck? Okay, that wasn't about something
But
or behind
I know,
someone.
but we caused a
You're talking
revolution.
about third party.
Like
Okay,
I
all
feel
right,
like
but we're
we
just
need
stop.
another
Stop.
revolution.
Put it in the 21st century. What are we revolting against? And who would be the person that would represent those interests? What?
Of politics in
Breaking up.
everybody that has reached that level of politics is corrupt as all get out.
That's it? Then how would a third party
Hello?
candidate
Can
be
you hear me
less
okay?
corrupt?
Yeah,
Can now. Are you
they're
driving?
corrupt. Well, if we made sure it was somebody that was not,
How do you do that?
that everybody could support,
You're being too vague.
we'd have to find somebody. I don't know how we. All I know is I think it's time for us, like we the people, to stand up to them and say no more.
No more of what?
That we want.
Like, you have
we want
conservative in your
things done a different
bio.
way.
You have conservative in your bio, which leads me to believe that you're anti-regulation. Is that correct?
I'm religious, so some of my values lean a little more to
The right.
being on the conservative side, but they both suck.
Okay. Should I get behind a conservative, independent leader then?
Somebody other than the two we have.
Give
the
me
two
like a
parties
set
that
of
we have.
policy objectives, because like just having Chase Oliver or Jill Stein on a ballot doesn't tell me what they stand for or how they would be any less corrupt. Because I would say that Chase Oliver, who would be a third-party candidate, would just lead down the route of reversing every single regulatory practice in the United States, which would mean more consumers are being harmed and defrauded, which would mean that more people are exposed to toxins in waters and air systems, which would mean that less agencies are given any kind of penalization when they screw over consumers and investors. So that's not exactly in the benefit of the United States.
But I think they both suck. Like, that's the thing. I
Okay,
think
well,
they're
I
same
think an
bird.
independent candidate sucks.
I think they're both. I think they're same bird, different wing.
I think they're two different species.
Because let's put it like for example, if something major was to pop off, do you really think that those billionaires in Washington are going to give a crap about you or me? No. They're going to get in their
Nope.
underground bunkers. They're going to get in their underground bunkers and fly away and leave us to deal with the fallout.
Okay, you can be anti-capital, you can be anti-corporation and intertwine with policy making, and I am, but that doesn't mean that just because you are against those beliefs that you're qualified to be president or are worthy of leadership. I think we can strive for those positions without having to relegate to candidates who are not meant to be president just because they're third party.
It doesn't, I mean, it doesn't have, it could just be somebody different. Like, the point is we need to move away from a two-party system.
All right, give me like a set of names, just 3 names off the top of your head of who should be president that is nonpartisan.
I don't know. I'd have to think of some people. I don't know. You put me on the spot. I'd have to go do a little research and then come back to you. Like,
Yes, you should. But so far as it stands, I'm not going to run the risk of a worse option taking stronghold as it already has many times in this country. If the alternative mitigates that damage, then I'm going to vote for it.
I mean, I just think that we need to get away from the two-party system because it's not working.
Okay, sure, fund public funding of elections. Advocate for ranked choice voting. A multi-party government.
Sure.
All right. Well, I think that's enough for now, unless you have anything else to say.
No, I'm fine. It's good.
All right. Toodaloo.
Goodbye.
Okay. How do you have 39,000 followers and have nothing to say? Baffling, isn't it? Truly a spectacle to behold.
Baffling.
Truly.
Truly.
What you doing over there? Jake from State Farm.
I am... Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just hanging out. I'm scheduling videos right now since you were
Oh,
talking
yeah,
to
the
her.
thing. I'll debate.
Yeah, the internet went out. This is my new thing here, but yeah.
There's 1.2k people in here. Where are the debates? Well, guess this is the part of the show where we rant about things that are on my mind. What have I got today? Yeah, I don't know. I'm actually in a good mood.
Today? Yeah?
Yeah, I'm having a pretty good week. I can't complain, to be honest with you. Who's this? Me, Jay? My Jay?
Yeah, you call me Midge.
All right, Midge. How
Midge?
are you?
Pretty good. How you
All
doing?
right, Midge.
The Midge.
What are you doing, Midge?
So yeah, you want to become a black Republican? It's not that hard.
I don't want to.
No?
Yeah,
So you want to be
everybody wants
convinced?
Asking for an argument, yeah, that would best compel me to switching my voter registration and permanently voting for Republicans.
All right. Do you think Candace Owens is a good, intelligent voice?
No,
No.
no.
Do you think that?
What has she said that's intelligent?
I don't know. I was asking you if you thought she was.
Well, give me an instance.
I'm not.
Because
I'm not necessarily
you
disagreeing
hold the
with you.
belief that she is intelligent, right?
Do you think that Clarence
Wait,
Thomas
can
is
you
a?
answer that, please?
Oh no, I don't. I don't think she's
You
intelligent.
don't think she's intelligent? So, okay, well, if we're already on the same side, then how are you going to...
Well, this is what I'm saying, man. If you can make a lot of money really fast, the line's really short on
I
the
see.
left, on the right.
I see. Yeah,
So
I
I
see where
think
you're at.
I think this is a very good opportunity for you. There's a much shorter line over there. Clarence
You know,
Thomas
you got
became
me.
Supreme Court Justice.
Yeah, there is more upward mobility being a black Republican and scamming people than there is being a Democrat.
I think I convinced you. I gave you good reason.
You got me there, man. I'm gonna buy my next house next time I register.
All right, thanks for having me on.
Thanks. All right. Thanks, Midge.
Thanks, Midge.
Let's see what we got.
Thank you, Midge.
Whoa, we got ourselves a Trump missile firing, penis shrinking asshole right here, Yosemite Sam.
Yosemite Sam.
Hey,
Hello.
how you doing?
Trump
Hey,
created
what's up?
several black jobs.
He created several black jobs?
Yep.
What was his definition of black job? It was anyone who had a job?
Pretty much.
Okay. What?
Yosemite
Said
Sam.
he created black jobs, like from scratch? Like jobs that never existed before he created?
He created openings for more room
Openings.
to get a job.
How so? Wait, I thought he created the jobs.
No, the openings for the jobs, and
Were they filled?
they were filled with black people once he opened them. Yeah.
Which jobs did he open up for?
Let's see here. The auto industry.
How did he do that?
He sent Mexicans back to their country and created openings.
Were they filled by black people or other Mexicans?
Firstly, the Mexicans, and then
Okay.
Trump missiles, baby.
Whoa, that might be the most brain dead, stupidest, fucking knuckle draggingest, hair cloggingest shit I ever heard. That was stupid.
Trump
man.
missiles.
Yeah, about to blow up, aren't you? All right.
What's going on?
Hi there.
Howdy.
Trump is your daddy.
How are you doing?
Y'all belong
That's the
to Trump.
gayest shit
You
I've
are
ever heard.
I love Trump. Trump's my daddy. He's so orange.
Would you
No.
get out?
Shut
Would
up.
you get
Trump's
out?
my daddy.
Would you get out?
He's your daddy too. Y'all all belong to Trump because y'all are good little boys.
Mm-hmm.
Would you get on your knees for him?
Yes.
You would?
Yeah.
Would you swallow?
Weird.
Do you swallow or spit?
I don't know. I'd probably gargle it and then swallow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, good boy.
Yes. Can I
Like,
gargle?
would you like it if I talk dirty like Trump?
Yes.
Listen, okay, I don't know what you did. Brandy, isn't that tremendous? All right, I'm absolutely gonna do nasty things in that garbage truck I almost fell off. It's gonna be tremendous. We're gonna make sweet trash in that thing.
I can't.
You better watch yourself.
I have a good stream.
All right, take care. Reason I fell off those stairs, I tripped on the Astroglide. Isn't that fabulous? Who do we have in here?
Slipped all over the astro.
It was all over my hands.
True.
It's true.
I was thinking about this one incident I had with Astroglide.
Uh-oh.
It's actually true.
What happened there?
When I was working in fiber optics, you have to oil those fucking lines up before you push them through some fucking tube. Covered an Astroglide at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I thought that'd go someplace else, but all
It's
right.
true. No.
You had to word that
Nope.
differently. Okay. Hello?
Hi Jaden. I just wanted to say I love your content, and I watch you on Parker and Dean's Live, and you're honestly my favorite. I just had a
Thanks.
question.
Yeah.
What do you think about the war with Iran? Do you think the U.S. should be involved in that?
Of course not. I think we, in fact, I can't remember the name of the guy, but there was somebody on Fox today who said that we should turn the page past our understanding of what got us into Iraq and Afghanistan and Vietnam and ignore that and focus on this. And what that means is essentially what our leaders are telling us is that we should not take a page out of the playbook of history in how we got to where we are and should bypass that, should rip it out the book and move forward with it anyways. They don't care about the massive losses of life that are likely to occur within this, not just from the people abroad, but the servicemen and women who are fighting on the line. And what
Right.
that comes at is the expense of our global security, our standing in the world, our relations with the Middle East, and our allies in NATO and the UN. And so far as I've seen, there's virtually no support in our side in aiding Israel in this, and there's no real reason as to why we need to be in this.
Right. I see lots of like conversation about um Iran having like nuclear weapons and Republicans fear mongering, saying that we could be next, and I don't know
Well,
if I'm into that. So I'm just
I mean, they should have fear-mongered 7 years ago and stuck to this deal if they were worried about them building a nuke, but they withdrew from the Iranian nuclear deal. That kept them at bay, and they were able to stockpile something like a 60% increase in weapons-grade uranium over the next few years. They've put
mhm,
themselves within a week or two of accessing a nuclear weapon should they decide to. So
mhm.
I'm not going to trust this administration's leadership on this when it was their lack of foresight that got us into this in the first place.
Right. Do you think there's like a real chance that we might actually get involved though? Because Trump is
Yeah, I think there's a chance we'll strike them. Don't know
right.
what that looks like in terms
Yeah,
of
I
a
think there's
ground
a high.
invasion, but it's very clear that they've
In the near
signaled
future,
a desire to bomb them.
like in the near future, I can see that happening too.
Like within days or weeks, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
thank
Well,
you.
thank you. Take care.
Yep.
Speaking
I
of
think that they do
fucking
it
catastrophes,
pretty.
you see he's in the box?
All right. How drunk is she on a scale of 1 to 10?
11.
I'm gonna give it like a 7.
That's
I feel like she's been
modest of
doing
you.
moderation better.
Hello?
Jaden, I've been telling
What?
you for 2 days, mod me.
We should do it
Hell
based
no.
on how many boxes
What?
of wine she's in.
You having a barefoot or a bear claw?
I don't know what any of that means.
You'll know in a moment.
Sure.
Okay.
Those are all bottled, Jade.
You're not
You
gonna.
gotta go-
Oh,
It's true. I gotta go can.
I actually don't drink
Those
wine,
are all
so
bottled,
I'm so
Jaded. You gotta.
confused. But
Oh,
you're not gonna mod me?
that's been the running joke.
I know it has.
It's been the running joke. Yeah. The box wine.
You can keep it. You can keep the joke. Just don't bother me.
Who's this? Let's see if they're interesting.
You're not gonna mod me? We've been
No,
friends
thanks.
for 3 years.
Friends? That's a stretch. Hello?
Not even frenemies.
Hello,
Yo. Hey, how old are you?
I'm 18,
When were you born?
2007.
All right. What's up?
So you want me to convince
Jesus
you to be a
Christ.
black Republican?
I feel like you're going to say something horrifically racist based on the fact
No,
that you
I'm
don't have a
not.
profile picture and you only have one follower. So,
I'm
right.
not racist.
Okay. Go ahead.
He's
Are
all
you
for the
sh-
black people.
Uh-huh.
He wants to support black jobs and bring them back to this country.
Black jobs, right? Like DEI?
Correct.
So he's for DEI.
In some stances.
So why'd he ban it? That was easy. All right,
Did he
tacos,
leave?
go off.
Or,
He left. Yeah, I didn't kick him.
I don't know. What's wrong with DEI? It's
Oh,
discrimination.
here's the. Shut up for a second. Somebody else is coming in.
Okay.
I'm just
Okay.
here for the ride.
Hello?
Hello,
How old are you?
I'm 24.
All right. What's up?
I know your chat's a little slow, so I'm just gonna ask if you could explain what Black Girls Code is.
Oh, yes, Black Girls Code. It is a nonprofit organization that specializes in training black and girls of color from elementary to high school in fields of coding, tech, software engineering, and STEM programs in general.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Could have looked that up myself, but I like your
Yeah, go ahead.
and the sound of your voice. So
Oh, I appreciate it.
yes, I'm not gonna try to convince you to be a black Republican. Fuck that. But yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yep.
Take care.
You too. Happy Juneteenth.
Thank you. Okay. Let's see.
I know she
Oh,
wasn't
you're
hitting
still
on my
here. Go
man.
away. Todd.
I saw that coming.
Hey, Todd. Todd.
Todd. Then we're gonna find our best friend
Todd.
Todd.
Chris Johnson. Okay. Next. Oh, it's tacos. I'm good. I've had my serving. Anyone else? Pretty slow for Juneteenth. Figured we have more racists in here. Not that I'm asking for that. It's just a little surprised. Who's this?
I blocked that dude. I don't know what, because I'll be honest with you, I already had him blocked.
Okay, well, box is clear. If you guys want to hop on in, come on in. I could do a Trump thing. We have 1,000 people in here. Maybe. Give it some time. Maybe. What do you guys think? We also have the dating show. We haven't done that in a while.
Wait, are you going out tonight?
Yeah, after the stream, probably. I'm trying to see if we can get some debates first, because I always feel bad when the debaters raid me, and then I end up getting no debates, because that's kind of what they come to expect.
Now we're shooting stars.
Yosemite Sam is back.
I see freedom in the eyes of a man, Trump.
Yep. All right. Fun.
So, no, it's gonna be kind of a This is kind of a what's going out meme. That's crazy, bitch. Actually, I just messaged my friend because I was like, "Hey, you want to go out?" I had literally just was talking to my friend about going out. That's crazy. Thanks, Paige, for shitting on me. No, it's going well. I got a bunch of stuff cranked out. I do need to talk to you at some point. We need to have a conversation. So if
No,
you're
you
going out
always
tonight,
say
let me
that.
know, 'cause well, yeah, but we got to talk about the channel and stuff.
No, we always talk about that.
I'm almost all done. So there's that.
Oh, okay. Anything new that I need to know about?
Yeah, no. Just a lot of scheduling bullshit.
Well, all right. Listen, we'll take a little break from the
Frustrating
debates
one.
for a moment here. And change it up just a little bit. Isn't that fabulous? Isn't this fucking tremendous? We have
Isn't
my
that
Deuce on here. Hello, Deuce. How are you? Isn't it tremendous? We're having such a fabulous, nothing significant day whatsoever. Isn't that fabulous? We have Gills. Hello, Gills.
Give me 1 second, Mr. President.
Christ, it's the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Where the... Hold on. Where the fuck did we end up? What is happening? Why is... RFK's here?
It's true.
You need to go back to the swamp.
Listen, we're having a very tremendous time, okay? We had the biggest military parade ever. It was even bigger than Nazi Germany's. And I thought everybody was so happy about it. The tanks were roaring down the streets, no squeaks whatsoever. And everyone was so thrilled by the patriotism.
We we made all the army service people do Kegel stretches to be to march in a court.
I'm gonna be real. It's weird. I had to be perfect on the campaign trail. I'd use a diction. It was incredibly high. Obviously, because of the being a black man, it was crazy. And Donald's over here talking about bing bong, literally at every turn.
It's true.
Can't formulate a fucking sentence to save his life.
It is so true.
What does bing bong mean?
Listen, I know the
Exactly.
best words. I have the greatest words, the tremendous words. Bing bong, it means tremendous president, okay? That's why I say it, because, I'm a tremendous bing bong, and it's fabulous, isn't it?
Like from inside out?
Probably. Some people wish I was imaginary, so you could call it that. But listen, I think it's a tremendous thing what we're doing for this country, okay? We're getting
don't know,
rid
that's
of
a
all the
bad
Black
thing.
Mermaid movies on Disney Plus, all of them, and it's going to be
I don't know.
tremendous.
I mean, if you were imaginary, Freddy Krueger is more scary, and he's imaginary. So maybe we'll keep you out of the dreams. You know
But
what I mean?
listen, at least with Freddy Krueger, you don't have to worry about him giving you syphilis. But let me tell you, I think we're doing a great thing with America. I think everybody is so much happier with the golden age we've ushered in. Okay, and you can't complain about that. I just saved TikTok for another 90 days, and now you're here.
AJC, appreciate the 5 gifted. I just saw that. Appreciate it, AJC. Can we get some dubs and drumsticks in the chat? And KN, appreciate it with a sub over there as well. Can we get some dubs for them? Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Mr. President.
Absolutely.
Ever since your pullback on the asbestos, we actually are gonna consider putting it into the cereals and like Hogers, the cornflakes. It's gonna help bring up the fiber.
That's right. Yes, we're putting the asbestos back into the cereal. It's going to be tremendous. They don't have prizes in cereal anymore. We're bringing that back. This time, the prize inside is mesothelioma, and it's fabulous. I think it's a tremendous word. It sounds beautiful. I would name my kids that if they weren't already named after me. And I think everybody should be happy at the job we're doing here. Okay.
We're gonna make a mandate so people get their daily fiber by eating a handful of asbestos.
That's right. And listen, everybody, there was a nasty report that came out from the fake news. They're talking about a new variant of COVID. Okay, it's called fire throat COVID. Makes your throat really scratchy. And listen, I think, frankly, everybody can stand to sound a little more like RFK. I think everybody's happy with that.
We need more representation in a White House.
That's right. You won't stand out anymore if everybody sounds like you. It'll be tremendous. It'll be a beautiful country. We won't judge each other by the color of our voices, but by the content of our skin.
We're especially going to get everyone to basically start a line of of some of the contaminated liquids full of the new COVID variants.
I don't know what the hell you said, but listen, Kamala Harris couldn't do that, okay? She couldn't. She doesn't believe in any of that. We're making America healthy again. And listen, Kamala, whatever her name is, Bing Bang, Kamala Mala Bing Bang, whatever the case may be, she couldn't do what we're doing right now. I mean, how many people could say, sir, you've started a tremendous war with Iran. Kamala doesn't have the balls to do that, and I do.
I mean, the thing that's amazing to me, and this isn't really for me to talk to you, the entirety of the Republican Party is barely sentient.
It's
I think
true.
that's crystal clear.
Listen, it's
at this
true.
point.
It's not just crystal clear, it's crystal something else. But listen,
I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of surprised that you're even reacting to stimuli at this point.
I am too, frankly. I am too. You take just the right amount and you're lucid for a few hours, and then the tweets start coming in. But let me tell you, I think it's absolutely fabulous what we've been able to do. Okay, we have a big, beautiful pole right in front of the White House. Did you see that? Isn't it fabulous? I'm gonna pay the best strippers
Sorry,
to slide up and down there.
Sorry, for a brief second I forgot you existed.
Listen, my wife says the same thing, but let me tell you, we're doing a tremendous thing. Everybody is so fucking happy at this, okay? Listen, all these kids these days, that ones that voted for me, they're stuck at home playing Call of Duty and Black Ops and shit. Now they get to do it for real. Isn't that fabulous? They get to fight for America.
We're gonna actually
Did you...
do kind of like COD tournaments, but this time it's gonna be way higher right now.
I swear we need subtitles
I'm
for
gonna
this
be real.
guy, but listen, it's fabulous, frankly.
You know, it's not often that Donald and I agree. I can't understand a fucking word you're saying. Matter of fact, COVID might be the one speaking, or the brainworm.
It's true. A rabid baboon would make more sense than that. But listen, I think Bobby, he's
Can
doing
we get him a
tremendous
keyboard?
job. We probably need to. Whatever that Stephen Hawking guy had, just sit your ass down to that and speak through that, please. But listen, I think it's a tremendous thing to have you on board. Unlike that Elmo Musk who backstabbed me. You're not gonna do that to me, will you, Bobby?
Oh yeah, I forgot to ask about the Epstein list.
We don't speak. There is no list. Okay, they're all black names. See that? They're redacted. They're big black bars. Probably black people. But listen, I think it's a horrible thing that he said that about me. After all the love we had, I had him run every single department. I gave him your social security number, and he backstabbed me.
I showed him even the inside of Epstein's jet. It's true.
I
And he
bought it. I
still-
rented it for a weekend, okay? And he did me so dirty like that. I even bought one of his shitty cars. Never mind the fact that we're sitting that. I'm not going to make that joke, but listen, it's a horrible thing, frankly.
I actually had to do a stiff down just to make sure everything was nice and healthy.
Fuck. Cannot understand a word.
I had to get.
Can you?
Especially where Donald
Can you
Trump sat and I just went.
I don't know what the hell is
Spit
going on.
before you
I
talk,
swear
I
you
guess.
need some kind of a shot in the ass or something. It's getting worse by the day.
I mean, it's worse than Kenny from South Park. I can't. You gotta.
It's absolutely sad.
Gotta
Listen,
stop.
we're gonna add some guests in here
Can we-
who want to talk to their favorite president. Okay.
Can we get him a text to speak?
I think he needs Morse code or some shit. But listen, we have a queen
I mean, it's
here.
like he's reenacting the death rattle after he squeezes the life out of things.
That's kind of just his
You
voice.
gotta-
It's just a permanent death rattle. We have one queen. Did you see those nasty fucking protests they had over the weekend? The No Kings. Wasn't that nasty? Don't you feel affected by that, queen?
I wanted to
Not
ask you how you felt
personally.
about the No King parades that had
It
way
was
more people
fucking
than your
awful.
parade.
There was a bunch of fours walking
Gretchen,
down the
appreciate it, thank you.
street, frankly, and it was a nasty sight. I think it was terrible what they said about me. I post I post one AI image of me as the
You
king.
talking shit about looks is crazy.
It's true.
Crazy that you're talking about people's looks.
I'm taller than you. Did you know that?
You look like you should be scraped off the floor with a spatula.
Wrong.
That's,
Brock, I'm thinner
literally,
than you. Okay, I'm healthier.
I find Big Bird to be more cool. I find Big Bird to be more fuckable than you.
That is
To
so
be completely
fucking
honest.
nasty.
If we're being honest.
That is so rude of you.
It's true. And I think that's true of most Americans. Gretchen, I
Well,
appreciate the
joke's
five.
on
Thank
you.
you.
I'm
What would it take for
defunding
you
his
and-
show. It's true.
It's like if we were to put salt on you, would you wither like a slug?
Don't
I think
ever
that's
fucking
the
say
real
that.
question.
You know that's my biggest
Gretchen,
fear. I hate seasoning.
Hey, listen, don't talk to presidents that are better than you like that. Gretchen, appreciate the 5. Thank you. What would it take for you and Jaden to call into Dark Brandon's Sunday night call-in show as Trump and Bill Clinton? You guys would slay. Oh, all right. all right. I did not have sexual relations on that show.
Yes, you did.
I'd have
You
to look
sat
at it.
right
That's
next
been
to
a
me
minute.
on the Lolita Express. Fuck, I've exposed myself. But you were there
Whoa.
too, Bill.
I wasn't. Let's get that straight. Bill, you're a sicko.
Wrong.
All right. I did not stay on Epstein's
Listen,
jet for that long.
I was not there.
I did not stay.
I was just
I did
using
not-
my frequent
it
flyer
was-
points.
It was a connection flight.
If you know what I mean.
It's so
Connection to some
nasty, Bill.
world class pedophiles.
Slick Willie, they called him. So nasty. Listen, do you have any more questions, you horrible woman?
Trump,
put the
why
fries
did you
in the
and
bag,
Elon
bro.
break up this month during Pride Month? Why did you guys break up? It's so
It was a
sad.
struggle, okay? We don't even know who's going to keep J.D. Wentworth. But listen, it was so sad it had to go out that way, you know? It's really nasty, the things he said about me. And frankly, I should have nuked Twitter, or X as he calls it. And really, I've never met any person that's had such a raging hard-on for the third to last letter of the alphabet besides him. And it is so nasty what he's done to the whole place, okay?
Me and actually.
He loves the letter X about as much as you love Epstein's jet.
It's true.
Go ahead, RFK,
Wrong.
even though we won't be able to understand what you're saying.
That is so wrong.
Put the fries in the bag, bro.
Absolutely not.
Go ahead, RFK.
Me and Fox News are actually going to Ukraine.
Fuck, it didn't get any better.
I think it's regressing, frankly.
A show, and it's gonna be of the Donald Trump and Elon Musk lovely affair. It's gonna be a great show, especially.
Looks like the apple finally ate the worm, if you know what I mean.
I think we agree for once, Barack. I don't know why I picked this ghoul. But listen, thank you, Bobby. Thank you, Queen, for coming in the live. We're going to see who else we have in here, frankly.
It was great talking.
Absolutely. Thank you. Tremendous. Let's see who else we have in here, okay?
Hi, Dump. I mean,
Wrong! Get the fuck out. That is so nasty of you to say that.
Wrongo.
well, I just had two questions.
9.5 inches.
3
Next.
inches.
Wrong.
Wrong. It's 3. Don't let evil
I'm
be
adding
lie
up.
to you.
I'm
Although we're both
rounding.
pretty evil, if I may.
I'm rounding.
Have you ever given Melania an orgasm?
I've given her.
I don't even know what that is, quite frankly.
Listen, okay, I've given her many oranges in her life. She loves it. A whole basket of them, frankly. That's what you asked me for, right? Oranges?
Origins, not oranges.
The oranges of the investigation, the whole Russia. Is that what you're talking about?
And then my other question is, did you cry for your birthday parade?
I was so
such a
happy
small
at how
parade.
tremendous it was. It was the biggest one since something that happened in 1933 with a certain German leader. I don't really know, but they say it was as big as that, and I think,
was
frankly,
pretty
it was
small.
bigger than that, if anything.
It was tiny. The crowd size was.
It was
smaller.
huge. It was the biggest crowd. It was bigger than Obama's inauguration, frankly.
Right. The chat is asking about the squeaky tank. Did
We
you-
had roaring tanks in crowds of millions of people. They were so moved by it.
And Jaden reset your life goal. That's all I had, Dump.
Wrong! Oh, it's true. I fulfilled it. Isn't that fabulous? Set up a new goal, they say. Okay. Listen, you've asked such nasty fucking questions. It's like I'm at that black journalist panel again. But listen, thank you so much for saying these horrible things, okay?
You're not welcome, Dump.
Get fucked. So nasty. Such horrible people.
Such terrible people.
Damn it, it didn't set. Let's do it again. It's Juneteenth, okay? A tremendously...
sorry, I forgot you existed
it's
again.
It's true. It is absolutely true. Let's set the goal. 5 galaxies. I'm president of the galaxy, if you could believe it. Let's see who we have in here.
Donald, I have questions.
Absolutely.
Donald, what does Putin have on you and what does BB have on you? Tell me quickly in under 30 seconds. What do they have?
Okay, listen, I confess, all right? We set up an OnlyFans one day, and it was just it was a joke, okay? It was a little prank. Xi Jinping dared us to do it, and I was like, all right. And so, like, we were thinking one day, is it gay if, like, if, you know, I go down on Putin? And we had a debate back and forth that does that make him gay for enjoying it, or does it make me gay for doing it? And really, we forgot to even delete the video. So I think, you know, that's sort of out there. I think it is it's a pretty good
All right,
video,
all
by
right.
the way.
I get it.
But
So Putin has that. What does BB have?
well, listen, BB. Okay, we call him. Listen, let me tell you, we call BB the Arnold Palmer of the Middle East, and I think you know that kind of speaks for itself. That's what he's got, and honestly, I'm kind of jealous. I feel a little submissive when he talks about it.
Have you been following him since the 90s, or is this a new transition, or like how long have you been in
I've been
contact
kind
with
of
him?
curious ever since I heard about it. I've been a little curious, to be
Okay.
honest with you.
Okay, so this whole like recent deal with Iran, this is because BB Arnold Palmer. Can you repeat that about Arnold Palmer?
He's hung. That's all. That's really
He's
all you
hung,
need to know.
and that's why. Okay, so that's why
I'm
you're
just.
doing
It's
what you're
like I
doing.
don't want it. I just like. I kind of want to like see it or something. You know, maybe poke it with the stick. But I feel like if I just commit to it, he might let me. You know, do something someday.
Okay, I understand. I appreciate that. Thank you, Jaden.
That's wrong. This is your president.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, thank you, Trump.
Absolutely. Thank you.
I forgot you were alive. Honestly, how old are you exactly?
I'm 79 years young. You have an echo, underdog. You're gonna have to fix that, like I'm fixing this country.
He has literally never fixed a goddamn thing in his life.
Yes, I have.
You broke a lot of things. Oh, you
I
have
put
fixed
my
some
name.
shit
Listen, I
illegally,
put
if
my
we're using
name
that.
on the casinos in Atlantic City. That's a fix. Never mind what happened after that. But
And then they went
wrong.
You kind of left that part out.
We can listen. You said fix.
Wrong.
You
Why
didn't
are
say
you
declare bankruptcy.
Your voice sometimes gets more gravelly than RFK.
You never said declare bankruptcy.
You need to stop.
You never said anything else after that. I fixed up the sign. I put my name on it.
Hello.
What?
Tremendous.
So, are you sending Baron to war? Is he fighting for you? Is he
He's
patriotic?
not. No, he has bone spurs. He inherited it from me.
And Melania. So, how jealous are you of Melania and Gavin? You can't tell
Excuse
me you don't
me.
think you don't see the way she looks at him.
Listen, he's not putting me in the cuck chair. My ass is too big for that.
Do you want him? I said
Wrong.
yes, Baron.
No, just because he looks like a sexy 90s vampire doesn't mean I'm interested, okay? I'm here to drive a stake right into the heart of California. I'm gonna siphon off all their federal aid. I'm gonna send so many troops and acts of war into their state just to spite him. It's true.
I don't think it's true.
It is so true.
Also, what was that whole tweet about Juneteenth? Or you didn't even mention Juneteenth.
It's a
Why is he
busy
in-
ass day. There's so much shit to get done, and people they want to go out and have barbecues, doing the Cupid shuffle and the cha-cha slide and shit. I don't think that's a good use of our time. I think they need to get their asses back to work. Okay.
Do you think the same thing for Columbus Day?
Columbus Day was a tremendous holiday, okay? It's an absolutely fabulous day that everyone should acknowledge. In fact, I'm going to rename some Confederate bases just in his honor for that.
But I thought they were Democrats.
You need to shut the hell up. I think you're asking nasty questions so far. This is such a nasty thing to say to your president. You need to show some respect.
My president.
Your president?
Okay, that's all I have.
Absolutely. Thank you. That better be. Tremendous. All right, let's switch it up. Let's go back to the debates. That was a fun break. Where's the old backdrops there? Let's see what we have in here. Wasn't that tremendous? Wasn't that fucking funny?
Wasn't that fucking funny?
It was tremendous.
I think I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna go out tonight, and I don't know what's going on.
You're calling it?
TikTok sucks. I'm gonna be so for real. TikTok sucks, man.
It's true, it really does.
Oh god. Like no video views. Again, fucking handing it all out to right-wing influencers. All of it. Sure.
Who's Michael?
All of it.
In the box? Don't see him.
Wait 5 minutes? I don't see him either. What am I waiting for?
Some Michael person? He doesn't have his
but-
request on, so he'll have to request.
I know I gotta talk to Pickles too. That's the other thing.
Oh yeah.
I have to talk to Pickles. I think it's gonna be my main account. So fucking weird stalker. I'm gonna have their information here. Have their fucking information here. I wonder how many accounts they've made. Maybe I'll throw them in the lawsuit.
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts though.
That it is.
Anyway, I'm gonna call it. If you guys want to watch, go head over to. I gotta go talk to Pickles about the agency thing. I think it'll have to be on my main account. We'll see. But yeah, I gotta go call Pickles. I gotta talk about the agency stuff and then figure that out. And Jaden, you should join an agency too.
Yeah, I
Pickles is
probably
open.
should with all the off-the-cuff remarks that I make. Running the risk on my account here.
Yeah.
But
Really quick, they did fix it, so they actually show you. I am right about the right wing stuff. They're absolutely not pushing out leftist content, and it's frustrating because it's like we're not, like nobody's making anything, and they're getting right wingers are getting a shit ton of money.
Yep.
What was I gonna say?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, you should.
Oh
join
yeah, the agency.
the
Yeah, I know.
agency. It's probably gonna be on my main though. Anyways, I'm gonna head out and call Pickles.
All right.
Get ready to go out.
No problem. I'm gonna stick
Paige.
on for about 20 more minutes.
I'm gonna send over where I'm at to the mod chat, so you guys are like, "Oh, okay, yeah, she did go out." Yeah. Not gonna let it go. You want us? I don't know what that show is.
What?
What's it called? The Dark Brandon Sunday Night Call-In show. Is it like a big show?
Never heard of it.
Dark Brandon. Okay. Sunday night call in. Yeah, I'm sorry guys. This is just how it's gonna be for the next week or so. Like, I'm just getting so much shit done, so much shit set up. Like, literally busy all fucking day long. It's the busiest I think I've ever been. So yeah. I will see you guys tomorrow at 9 a.m.
All right.
Pacific over on the other channel. It'll probably be on my main, or on this account. So I'll see you guys then.
All right. Take care. See you later.
See you. The fucking dogs. Back at it. The other dog's back at it. All right, guys. I will see you tomorrow.